In the Brak, in the marriage, there are some things to be considering, and we're talking. I actually am interpreting this show here, which is the Let's Marry with Lariso Guzeeva. Okay, so they're talking about the personalities, the husband or someone or a person sitting there who I'm not kind of aware he is, or I'm not kind of aware who he is, but he is telling that, and there is some top or pop stars there from, or like, stage stars or TV stars or show stars from some other shows. They show them talking about how it may be in relationships. I keep interpreting it. Watch after the hockey match on the first channel. What a great situation. They show people working at work and drinking tea, and where you think it is? It's in the morgue. There is a block of advertisements here shown. They show kids and all the things. Mr. Doors, buy things in Mr. Doors shop, and although you can buy coats from Belarusia. I'm wearing Belarusia shoes, and actually they are very nice. I bought them on the market, not far from where I live, and studied, kind of like, here in the suburb, where we are, and yeah, actually they are really nice. I do like them. That's pretty cool. You're wearing the shoes, or you wear the shoes in, or kind of like now you do the things. At some point it may seem that, or not at some point, at the point of buying it may actually seem that it's not the best purchase or not the best buy, but still by the time you wear it in, it may actually look that, yes, fucking sure it's a good buy. That was done. Okay, so there's one lady that comes out and she says, "Hi, my name is Anya, and you're looking really cool." Anna is 32. She's a sole trader entrepreneur. She likes yachts, and she says cannot be without governor. And she's about authority, and she started doing the career and tells that she has some trouble with personal life and work, and hoping to have common understanding with her husband or future husband. So you helped heroin by some things, and things for coming. There is an auction here that my Instagram is Lariso. Please please advise us on the prices. And it seems that this lady who came actually there, or who is on the program, came onto the program before by somehow doing those things with the Instagram of Larissa Guzeeva, who does some kind of valuations or pricing online. So they talk about the bride, and they say this bride is really nice. She doesn't seem at her age. She doesn't look at her age. She's 32. Well, I think she is just like 20. She's very tall and very thin, and she's kind of alright. Very beautiful. They say won't allow to open the mouth. However, it's still an assumption of that. But still, okay, I'll keep it interpreted. Yes. I think she liked him. I think he kind of started doing things parallelly, or sideways or on side. What about your career? This independence, and I've been working, and I was 21. My husband was 33, and in principle, I was pretty successfully working as a model, and he used to work with your father, and they actually keep together, work with the father. But then, when we started living together, there were things about control over the women, and he asked me not to work as who I was then, which was a mannequin model. And it was about me coming to work coming home very lately, and all those instances that made the subject of an issue, and something was alright. Well, it was alright, but in half a month or 1.5 months, he forgot about our dinner, and he said, "Of course you sit at home, but well, he said he made a proposal to me." Very often it happens. Very often it happens. Men wake up when everything is already gone away from them. Okay, so look at him. He is alright to be your father. He's 52. Well, he is visually alright. I don't like those thin guys. I don't love them. And time will show. She has her eyes very calm. She's a bit sad. because like those tall girls are pretty more difficult to find, man. What about the governor, and what cannot you do that you need to have a governor? Governor is such work that they do. Which kind of work? All the work that is in the house. I don't want to spend time on doing this. From what time do you have work? From early younghood. Let's have a look what she does. Let's have a look at my bedroom. This is my best friend. It's my dog. This is our kitchen, my fridge. I don't eat too much. And this is the fireplace and place of my friend. We read books, and she likes listening to stories about small kind of pet dogs. Now we're going to be going to the pool, to the swimming pool, and here we have like our home domestic Maldives, Olympic swimming pool, and from the beginning it's very useful to do. What do you do? Who pays for the government? It's a very strange question. Your parents are rich or they are not poor? Well, I'm 32 years ago. Well, she's a sole trader. So he will take her and we will go home. Be relaxed, you bet. Well, so your kids will be kind of very much loved, very much like. So your parents do love. I have been living in Chernogorия several years. I've been making or been hosting or managing the building construction project with my father. And what about other work? Well, I've been doing some investment banking work. Well, there's a lot about shooting yourself, like, it's huge. Well, he kind of got into vague things, so this piece of bread isn't going along with the appearance. Okay, so what do you choose from three? Family positions. Okay, so our family from the family line goes with the family kinship tree, and we have our emblem. It's something about the Poland. It's about it's indirect symbol of some kind of meaning about male, man. Okay, so you dear, well, she is just a masterpiece woman. She is masterpiece lady. She is beautiful. She has her business of such a level. Okay, so let's. Well, we're in the kitchen. Let's kind of keep it on you, or let's have it talked on you. Okay, so what is it here? Well, in here we are choosing the ingredients. From everything we're gonna choose what we like. Okay, so would you like to cut the tomatoes? Those are the nuts, those are medias, those are the oysters. Okay, so you're like a chef, cook, like a master chef, like a chef cook. Um, what do you actually look after what you eat? I kind of look after eating meat, and I do eat game. Um, I don't. I do sometimes eat seafood. And what do you think about? Well, I have asked, and because it's not comfortable to actually. Well, it's very difficult to live without meat. Meat worms. I actually make a proposal. I actually make a suggestion to give a best name for the salad. So what about those grains and milk and all the things? So this is wonderful, wonderful, and salad is original. So it's 28th and 29th. Well, bring us the salad, please. Okay, so while they're trying the salad, let's talk about a friend. Well, visually he's very powerful, but he's very touchy, and he is kind of robbed by the life, and he is willing to find his woman. Have you liked Anya? No, thanks very much. I have tried it a lot, enough, and Anya is wonderful. I very often watch this program or this TV show. She is one of the best brides that you have had here. Do you understand that in such a status? Do you understand that in her age, or in her being, she could have been completely ended, like, you know? But she is a very open person. I'm very kind of what. In 1984, those are kids of the Galileo Comet kids. This is when the Planet Parade came. Despite of her wide nature, she thinks about her generation. The moon is kind of heat or like burn. It's true. To my kind of same ages, I am with them, such as how their elder sister. Um, Yeva is from Samara, and she is the host or the manager of the model agency. She would like to start her life from a new paper or new list or new sheet, and she's about sport a bit, and she has different or varied emotional states of being. Um, she is hoping to find happiness and probably with Sergey, or maybe with Sergey they won't have many obstacles. How many thousand kilometers have you come flying to your kind of beloved person? Well, I think so, roughly 2,000 kilometers, and it was a person from Netherlands or Holland. It's a country of tall people and Gulliver country, and like people with well, such men that I think a person with a character sometimes have like, you know, hot spicy things. Yes, we got to meet in Moscow, and we went on to the cafe with my sister, and everything was kind of busy, and he very politely asked us to our to our table. Do you know any language? Yes, well, I do English, but do know English on the level not to actually have those philosophical discussions or conversations. She seems to be kind of a very great person. What city have you studied? In which city? I have studied in Samara. I have two higher educations. One of them is State University, and another second one is like kind of I like my education or like love something that I like. Is it kind of part-time or something? Well, it's the producer. Producer of what? Director of what? It's a director of theater, producer of theater. Well, I actually have traveled to Samara. It's a wonderful city. So it's a theater institute. Well, you're being so narrow as if you worked in some kind of an underground university. I have ended Leningrad University and feel some similarity. Leningrad University, and actually I'm kind of proud of it. Please give to your beloved very shapy shape. Okay, while we're having the advertisement, I will be making. Seems like smarty, but just write it. Just write it. Are you writing it? Let's have a check. What? Well, it's not the fucking thing, but how can you prove that you go, well, we have it done, yes, we can check it, no, it's not going along with it in any way, but... My friends, if you like the husband or the groom that we have here, well, it may take time to actually have it and have it kind of overview. Well, but wait a second, you have said that, who are you? Well, I am your friend. I am the painter. Don't you know that I'm liking you, but for a long time? Well, in such a case, I will be asking Sergey onto the sporty competition or challenge, and we will see it, and it is going to be there. Well, she likes different. She may like different. Okay, let's have a look on the real man. Okay, let's have a look at real person, real man. Please put it horizontally and onto your fists and do once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, 14, 15, 16, 14, and look at Sergey, he keeps doing this. Very nice. He is good. Okay, so all those muscles, they're all real. Sergey, serious. I'm actually offering you to go on to the date. Yes, sure, of course. In such a place as Larissa Guzeevой, please go to the room. Sergey, I would like to know. Would you like kids? Yes, I always want kids. I do like kids, and I like kids, or strangers' kids too. Haven't they found those spots of colliding or contact or somehow, somewhere? Evelina, I think that you have got into having an opinion about our bride. There is always something good about a person. She wants to be a star. She wants to be somewhere in the sky. Evelina, she wants to be a rich husband. She wants to eat and have really good accessories. And this is what about life. This is what about life. What life is about. What about men or women of such a... What about the age when they actually look at their possibilities? I very seldom see this when they come here when they're 45 and they have no kids, no nothing, and they're dreaming about kids, and they cannot be made into doing it properly. And except for except for them getting into being sad about this or pity about this, you're not getting anything. Near or with Sergey, I see it. He is sporty, that's how she likes. And now Larissa have said proper words, and you will help her have the style. She seems to be kind of light on the lift, and she wasn't afraid to come here from far, and you may need your assistant. And visually they seem a bit similar. Well, actually they say that you look similar to him a bit. Well, actually yes, you do. Well, haven't you liked her? Well, yes, I did. Well, I actually did like her, but not that much. Well, about myself, I'm all kind of alright, all cool. I'm sure. Well, better to actually bring your own instead of getting something ready. So is it, all about the kids and all those things, what is it making it heavier or lighter? Well, how can we actually trust your kids apart from, well, considering how it was, how it is? Well, she has very powerful Luna, and this person has a good aim at the marriage, and they may have kids by love, or kids with love, or loved kids. Hi, good day. I'm wishing you to make a proper choice and live with a Sputnik of your life. Tatiana is 45, and by the education she is a jurist, and she works a strip dancer. She is wishing to be a dictator, a commentator, and she likes having conversations with all smart men. After having a couple of years of relationships, she decided to cancel or decline or divorce the marriage. Okay, so this is from the love, from love. Oh, how wonderful are those flowers! Ah, how wonderful are those! Well, like, look, makeup makes makeup makes wonderful changes. Yeah, well, it's huge, charming. How have you saved yourself so up to how you are now? Well, thanks very much. I do face building, which is exercises for face. Can you show us some exercises? So to have your lips up, you will have to do such exercise that you have. You will need those corners lifted up, and will have to handle this part there. And also, well, you can also have held those muscles there, and you will have to kind of toughen it. Well, or it may actually go into having wrinkles. Well, to actually have the oval of the face, not to um, change its shape, or actually not to sink, kind of. There is also another exercise. Well, it's just tempting. Well, does it bring you much? Do you have much things that come into your profit, or like, do you have much profit, or do you have much revenue that you have, well, with your work? Well, sometimes I do dances, and sometimes I do several types of dances, and I do the parliament dancing. And I think they may probably have said something about kids. And they discuss or describe the paintings that they have. Salvador Dali have said that no painter will become kind of great if they don't copy, if one doesn't copy work of other painters. And I have decided to copy work of Salvador Dali Gioconda. What's the price of those paintings? Well, I haven't tried selling them. I don't actually know. Don't actually know. Igor, please tell us, what's your age? I'm 23. Well, so it's gone mad. Well, were you married? So when you understood that your husband is kind of biting, and yes, we've been dating for 3 years, and all the friends were with kids, and I was on my own. And you were 20 or 21. And Rosa, here you see Rosa telling that I actually stand on the crossroad. I actually stand on the crossroad of the roads where I was standing. It's hot, and kind of I have in my arms the cage for the birds. So the blood is good. Blood is good. It's for the relationships. And in my arms, the cut limbs of the cats. And first thing when I wake up, I open this book that tells things about the dreams. And this was the marriage night. And when do they see? Who watches such dreams at such nights? Oh, well, it's like I'm crazy. Sometimes I wake up and kind of like I wake up after the dream and I start hitting my husband. And those dreams are with cats and limbs. It's strange. Oh, why have you split? We had many reasons to actually do it. What many reasons? Well, you know the reasons such things like when you ask, they say where is it from? They say nowhere from. So you know those were the times when we haven't had money. Sometimes we had, and those were the times where nothing is like, and wasn't anything taken by him. Well, there were the times when everyone took something. And what was it? He kind of felt, and everything is out of the mouth. And was it epilepsy? Oh, listen, you're 45. You're wonderful looking, and there is a good difference between you. And you're asking a lot of questions. You know, my husband was 8 years more mature than I am, and what about this? Well, it's a big difference in age. I would like to tell you that this is not my option. Please tell us, do you play chess? Well, yes, I do, and actually a lot. Do you know? It's like in a movie. Do you do the horse step, or do you do the horse move? Well, it's actually go do the sex, and well, actually in our times. Well, I think at our times, if you have sex, you should be having it with one person. I think it's just kind of dirty or filthy to actually cheat, especially when it's the age. When you say you allow it, then you probably may mean something by this. Okay, Okay, so we have one bonus here. Yes, let's have a look. The skeleton in the wardrobe. Shall we not then do it? Well, I think. What does this mean? Okay, from my father, I have such a habit. I sometimes think and I start kind of picking my nose. Well, please don't tell it to us. It's kind of horrible. Well, you have changed our mood with this. I wouldn't be telling. Thanks very much. I wouldn't be telling that she's dancing pretty well. What I would say. I cannot do anything at home. I can read poetry because my kids kind of discuss and critique. They say that I'm a worse mother in the world. I actually have liked the reaction of Igor on the stage when she was kind of shaking all the shapes, and because he was laughing and openly laughing with such a proud, it's such happiness to accept your mother who's been keeping play the young lady. When mothers live and behave themselves like the leaders, is such a relationship of the family. We need to listen what she says and do it as how she tells. I am kind of alright with critique. It's strange. She is somewhere there in the skies flying. If you are not on the spot, then you are on the late base. Well, why am I telling about my climax and telling this here? Why, if it is such much influence onto our life, I'm telling it truly. I have the question to tomorrow. Haven't it seemed to you that it was geniusly produced or directed, and she is not such a woman who she kind of actually tried to show herself to be? She is such a person which is Taurus, and she has a lot of twins, and the sun is in the Taurus and the Mercury, and there is a young person there, and she is kind of like, haven't you looked at this? Please let me tell you. What about the junk husband? She kind of closed about this, and well, Saturn, because she shows her problems and she doesn't want to show this. It's natural. Okay, remember the tram of the dreams. My dear, I wanted to actually all my life play the Blanche. When I saw the first one, I have taken the decision, any second or third there is, even if we kind of keep friends with them, it will be comfort kind of to be talking with them. Okay, I'm kind of 1000% or 100%, let's shake our arms. Yes. Идем. Пиздец. I on one kind of certainly, I have certainly decided that person needs to be kind of fighted or fought for or battled for. Just kind of being friends. Well, we don't call our show "Let's Become Friends" or "Let's Befriend." We call it differently. I am telling you, go to the Eve. Eve is kind of wonderful woman. I do like Sergey, and I would be telling to him, or I am to tell him to be with you. It's a person who you can give to each one a lot. Haven't you liked it? Well, but I am giving advice to her to make a big change, a big growth, personal growth. Any way where you go, we will support you. Okay, so they have discussions about women in the certain beings. Okay, so we're offering to support Sergey, and I have liked her. I have actually liked you, and I thought I don't mind second and third person how they will be, but I actually do like it. We have a couple here. And if you would like to become if you would like to take part in our program or in our TV show, please go onto the website of letsmarry.tv